Hello, friend. Welcome back to the bAmplified podcast. I'm Amy Patee, the show host, and I am so grateful to have you here tuning in. And if you're brand new, this is a show for soulful, conscious female leaders, entrepreneurs who want to let their most brilliant natural energy lead in their business and to really amplify their success on all levels as a result. So please subscribe if that is you. And today I want to talk about a powerful shift that you can make in your own business that can instantly make you and your offer, your marketing, your entire brand more attractive to other people. The shift is leading with your why instead of leading with your money goal. So, first, just take a moment to consider this. Are you leading in your business right now with the goal or the hunger or the desire to make more money? Or do you genuinely feel that you're leading in your business with your why, with the deeper inner knowing of why you're doing what you're doing? And if you're listening to this and you're like, the reason I'm doing what I'm doing, Amy, is because I want to make more money. Okay, great. You have your why and things are lined up. Fabulous. But because this is a podcast for soulful, conscious entrepreneurs, I know that while you may need and want to make money, right? I hope that's the case. The reason you're really doing what you're doing, though, at the most foundational level, the reason you've built this business, the reason you're providing the services you provide is because you are connected to a deeper calling. It's because of a gift that you carry. It's because of the magic that you have that wants to flow out into the world and touch and impact other people. And this isn't to say that having a financial goal is bad or taking actions and steps towards making more money is bad. Not at all. I am 100% on board with making more money. This is about how we lead and what we lead with. Because if you're in business for yourself, especially if you're a solopreneur and you're literally the only one in your business, you are the leader. You are the leader of your business. You are leading the marketing. You are leading the accounting, the admin, the clients, the services, all of the things. You are the leader. And when you think about you sharing your gifts with the world, it's so potent and powerful to be able to lead first and foremost with your why. Because the frequency, the vibration of that is going to relax people. It's going to inspire people, motivate people. It is going to help people take action in a positive way. When you lead with your why, the people in your sphere, the people that you come in contact with, will feel something much deeper and aligned coming from you and your business. Whereas when you lead with your financial need or your financial goal, that will be felt as well. And you and your business may come off with a slightly needy vibe, anxious vibe, especially if you're a bit in scarcity mode right now. Maybe you really, really need to make money, right? It can also come off as a vibe that you don't really care about the person on the other end of the sale that you're making. You just care about the dollar signs. And as I spoke about in last week's episode, your frequency, your energy, and really in a sense, what you are leading with is going to matter more and more as we make this full shift into the new era, into the new frequency, the new background frequency that we are all going to be swimming in on the planet starting in 2027 officially, but really we're already feeling this energy. Everyone with this new energy in this new era is going to become more vibrationally discerning and really looking for resonance in all of their life, right? Including business and including what people are choosing to buy and invest in. They want to feel inner resonance with that. They want to feel aligned on a vibrational level with what they're doing, what they're buying, who they are relating to. So if you want a little bit more information just about the new era and about this frequency and what people are going to be needing in this new era, go check out last week's episode because I do go a little bit more in depth into all of that in that episode. So let me circle back. I want to really get across the point that needing and wanting to make more money is not bad. This is not about not making money or not having a money goal, a financial goal in your business. This is really about reconfiguring what you are leading with. So you can still have the need to make money, but that need or that goal is stacked up in the back. It's behind your why that you are leading with, as well as all of the other things that you can be leading with in your business to create success, like leading with a strong message, leading with clarity, leading with who your ideal client is, the knowing of that, and leading with a strong offer that truly packages up your genius. All of those things in a way are a part of your business, right? And you can be leading with any one of those things. But this shift that I want you to experiment with is putting out in front of all of that your deeper why so that other people feel that, they receive that, they experience that first. When they come in contact with you, with your business, they experience your why on a vibrational level first. And maybe they'll experience it or receive it on a conscious physical level as well if you infuse the words that you're using with your why, right? If it comes into your larger message or your offer even. So let's just say that your business is like a car and your why, it's the fuzzy dice. It's the fuzzy dice that you hang over the rear view mirror. And when people hop into your car, when they decide to get in and learn more about you and your business and take a ride with you, they notice it. It's the first thing that pops out, right? When they hop into the car, like, whoa, check out these fuzzy dice hanging over the rearview mirror. It gives off a vibe and it makes them feel a certain way about being there with you, with your business. And then in the back seat is a bag down on the floor. And guess what's in that bag? It's your financial goal. It's your need for money. It's your desire to have a lot of sales. And it's in the back seat, in the bag, on the floor, not because it's not important to have. I 100% love knowing my numbers, and I 100% believe that every entrepreneur, if you want to truly have a business, a real business, a successful business, you need to understand your numbers as well. You need to have clarity about them, but it's not what you lead with, right? You don't have the bag sitting in the front seat on the passenger side floor where your potential client has to trip over it or move it around, make space for themselves. You're not leading with it. So my question for you is, after sharing all of that and giving you that nice little visual of the fuzzy dice hanging over your rearview mirror, is do you know what you are leading with in your business? And I just want to point out that sometimes when we're struggling, if we're struggling financially, if we're just starting out and the money's not flowing consistently yet, it can be really easy to slip into leading with our money needs, our money wants, our money desires, our money goals, because we're in scarcity mode. And that scarcity energy can really take over our vibration. And so it's really important for you to, if you're in that position, to do what you need to do to ground yourself and to stabilize your income in some way, shape, or form. And I'll just throw this in here because I think it's a really important thing to address. If you are leaping into the world of being an entrepreneur and having your own business, I really recommend having a little part-time job on the side or having a backup fund, saving up enough money to give you that sense of stability so that as you're building your business, as you're putting offers out there into the world, you really can put that money need in the backseat on the floor. You're not leading with it. And you may have to consciously make that tweak for yourself. You may have to do something to get your energy right so that it's not front and center. Your scarcity is not front and center. You've set yourself up to, of course, want to be building towards making more income, but you're not letting that scarcity energy take over because you've given yourself the stability that you need to really move in this direction of being an entrepreneur. Because there's risk with being an entrepreneur, and starting a business is not easy, and the money might not flow instantly or right away or for a while. That's the hard, cold reality coming from somebody who's been an entrepreneur for over 25 years. So I just want to throw that in here because you might be listening and you might feel like you're in that space of scarcity. And I always recommend to people that are in business for themselves and going through that, if you don't have some kind of stabilizing financial support system, it will be really hard to lead from your why because that scarcity energy can take over really quickly. So I just want to throw that in there as something to consider. But again, do you know what your why is? And are you leading with it? We want to come back to that. Why do you really do what you do? Why did you start your business? Why are you in business for yourself? What's the deeper passion or need within you even that comes from your soul, your purpose for being here? And you may have that clarity. You may have a hunch about what your why is. You may need to journal about it to get clearer. But there's also a map. There's a map that we can refer to help us gain deeper insight into what really drives us to do what we do in our business and really all of life. And it's called your human design. I know, big surprise, it's your human design. And specifically, we can look to our moon placements in our human design to begin unlocking our why or to activate it and amplify it and just bring it more online in our energy field. So I'm going to walk you through really quickly some steps to begin decoding your why from this perspective, from within your human design chart. So if you don't already have your human design chart and you want to explore this, you can follow the link in the show notes to download yours for free and then pull it up and have it in front of you. And when you're looking at your chart, you're going to see that on the right-hand side of your body graph chart, there is a stack of numbers with little planetary symbols next to each one of them. And then if you look over on the left-hand side of your chart, same thing. There's a stack of numbers with little planetary symbols next to them. And the right side and the left side will be in different colors. The right side is your more conscious side. It's often called the personality side. And your left side is the more unconscious activations within your chart. And it's often called the design side. So I want you to zoom in on the right-hand side of your chart, and you're going to go down to the fifth little number, and that should be your conscious moon gate, your conscious moon activation. And make note of that number, the first number to be specific. There are two numbers. The first number is between 1 and 64. And then there's a decimal point, and then there's a second number between 1 and 6. Just look at the first number for now, between 1 and 64. Again, make sure it has that little half moon symbol next to it, and jot down that number. Make note of that number, and then go and do the same on the design side of your chart, the left side of your chart. Go down to the fifth number with a little moon symbol next to it, and write down the first number. It will be between 1 and 64. So these are the gates in your human design body graph that have been activated by the moon at the time you were born, and then also about 88 days before you were born. Now, what I want you to do is to use Google, and you're going to Google human design gate and then fill in your number. And you can start with the conscious side because that will likely be the theme that you're going to be more aware of. And then you can also Google the number coming from the design side. So just Google human design gate, fill in your gate number. Maybe it's 5, maybe it's 55, and then see what comes up and read about the theme of that gate. And then understand that this theme, this gate, is what's activated in your moon within your human design chart. And your moon is all about your inner drive, what motivates you, and your emotional needs. And you're going to tie what you discover, you're going to tie this theme to your business and look at how that resonates or maybe doesn't resonate in regards to your why. Why do you do what you do in your business? And see what comes up for you. Take some time, journal about it, reflect upon it, see what comes up for you. And of course, I'm just sharing with you a very beginning process for decoding your why, decoding your moon activations in your human design chart. But it's a starting point for you. And some things that you might want to journal on, some questions that you could journal on would be to ask yourself, why do I do what I do? What is my deeper why in my work? If money weren't a thing, what would be the main motivation that keeps me going, especially in my business? How do these themes connected to my moon gates clarify my why? So those are some simple questions to sit with, to write about, and to really contemplate. And then step into it, own it, and start leading in your business with this new awareness. Put your why out in front. Put your money goal in the back seat. And everything else that's important in your business, put it behind the why. Lead with your why. It will make you feel better and more aligned, and it will make your entire business more magnetic. And again, especially as we move into this new era on the planet where frequency and vibration and alignment are really the new currency. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was helpful. And I hope that really gives you something to consider this week in your business. How can you tweak things? How can you make this shift? And notice what happens when you do. Notice how you change, your energy changes, maybe your interactions with others, with potential clients changes, and maybe even where your focus goes. Maybe you start to realize you need to focus on something entirely different in your business to line up with your why. Maybe you realize that you've disconnected, you've lost connection with that why, and your money goal, your success goal around income and revenue has taken the lead, right? Let yourself reconfigure things. All right. So that is all I have for today. As always, I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear how this landed for you. If you feel inspired, I'd love to know what your moon gates are and what your deeper why is in your business. So you can always DM me on Instagram. You can send me an email through my website. You can also, like I mentioned earlier, download your free chart via the link in the show notes. And I invite you also to sign up for my exclusive email list, the Inner Circle list. There is a link in the show notes. And this email goes out once a week where I share something hopeful that will really allow you to keep making progress in your soulful business. So sign up for that. Check out the other ways that we can work together. And thanks again for being here and thanks for listening. And I'll catch you on the next episode.